let's talk shoes. So a good shoe, a good running shoe, a good daily shoe is going to be a shoe that allows your toes and your feet to splay. So when your toes are able to splay and spread, the foot overall is more stable, and this important big toe is able to work better because it's more optimally aligned. So what types of features do you need to look for in a good shoe? A lot more of the running shoes, we'll talk running shoes first, are coming out with wider toe box, so more room for the toes to splay outward. Another feature is a lot of running shoes are shifting to more of a lower heel toe drop. So traditional running shoes are usually typically 10 to 12 millimeter difference in the height of the cushion on the back of the shoe compared to the front of the shoe. So companies are starting to move down into the 6 millimeter drop and lower range. So with a running shoe, it's actually nice to have a little bit of a heel toe drop because that's going to facilitate a faster roll through the foot when you run. Another nice feature in running shoes that you want to look for is a little bit of a toe spring. So the end of the shoe is lifted slightly a little bit to allow for a more optimal roll through the foot. So that's running footwear. Now what about daily footwear? So the same thing, wider toe box, and then a flatter shoe. So with daily footwear, me personally, I am in zero drop shoes all the time. I've slowly transitioned to that over time. The flatter your foot can be during the day, the more naturally the foot can work. The arches can be more stable, and that big toe can work better. So I've got 3 different types of more of a minimal shoe. Actually, a better term for it is a more natural shoe. Natural meaning it allows the foot to splay and work like it's supposed to, and also be more flat to the ground. And the third part to that is minimal cushion. So in order for a foot to function optimally, it needs to be able to feel the ground really well. Some people will not like less shoe under their foot because they're totally not used to it. They're used to big, bulky cushion during the day. So the nice thing is there's more and more companies coming out with these natural shoes with wider toe box that have a wide range of cushion. So the Vivo Barefoot, I'm not here to promote any one type of shoe, but just to show some examples. This is my favorite, but it is it's very minimal. So you can feel the ground very, very well in this shoe. My feet have gotten used to this over time. This is what I almost wear all day, all the time at work when I'm up walking around. Very minimal cushion underfoot. Kind of a next step up. This is still a pretty minimal type of shoe. This is a brand called Zero. They're starting to make a lot of different options. This company's putting out some really good stuff, but it has just a little bit more cushion underfoot. It's still nice and flexible. Has the nice wide toe box, but it has a little bit more cushion underfoot. You're gonna feel like you have just a little bit of cushion on when you're wearing a shoe like this. The next step, so as I was getting back into running after having my 2-year-old, I was running into some foot issues. I was having some pain. I switched to wearing a shoe with a little bit more cushion underfoot. Ultra shoes are really great for this. Again, I'm not trying to promote any one specific brand, but it meets the criteria of the nice wide toe box, and it's got just a little bit more cushion under feet. It's still nice and flexible. It's going to allow your foot to move. It's not super bulky, but that was what I needed when I was having some foot issues. It helped take some of the pressure off of the ball of my foot by having just a little bit more cushion underfoot. So just another option for you with a little bit more cushion. If you're used to big and bulky, something more like this is more ideal. And again, this is a zero drop shoe where the height of the heel is the same as the height in the forefoot. We can give you all the exercises we want all day long to try to get you to stretch your toes out, spread your toes out, to get you to build good strength and control through your foot. But if you are walking around or running around in shoes that squeeze those toes together, that's going to be really counterproductive. So I think one of the most important things I've learned over my 13 years practicing as a physical therapist is that the most important thing I can tell a patient who comes in to see me with an injury is not give them the 2 or 3 best exercises that I think are going to really help their problem, but rather tell them what things they can modify during the day to help offload their injuries. And that's what I think of when I think of footwear, getting runners to wear the right types of shoes for their feet to promote optimal foot health. If you don't have optimal foot function, optimal foot health, it will affect things throughout the entire body. So what you wear on your feet during the day when you're walking around all day long is super, super important for all runners, for all active adults, because it's imperative to having optimal foot function.